She laughed in my face when I told her I was building a tech startup in my garage. No exaggeration. She actually snorted and said, "Sure, next thing you'll be building rockets too." Keep it down, some of us have real jobs. That was Karen, the self-appointed queen of our HOA. She lived 2 doors down and treated the neighborhood like her personal kingdom. I'd been living there barely 6 months when she started harassing me about everything, from the tools in my driveway to the packages being delivered too frequently. But the last straw was when she showed up one morning with a noise complaint because my keyboard was too loud. "I can't focus on my garden work with all your click-clacking going on," she said, standing outside my garage office in slippers and a smug grin. "Maybe if your little startup was successful, you could afford a real office." I bit my tongue. I didn't tell her I'd already landed seed funding. I didn't mention we just signed a major pilot contract. I definitely didn't tell her that 2 Fortune 500 companies were quietly watching us. Instead, I just smiled and said, "Thanks for the feedback." 2 years later, that little startup was acquired for high 8 figures. I was now CTO at one of the fastest growing firms in the state. Fast forward a few months, I'm reviewing the latest property acquisitions for our employee housing program. We started buying homes in a few suburban neighborhoods near our second office hub. One address stood out. I nearly spit my coffee. Karen's house. She'd apparently defaulted on her mortgage after racking up fines from a failed landscaping business and, ironically, starting her own YouTube channel about gardening that never took off. And guess who owned the real estate firm that just bought her place? That's right, us. When I showed up to review the property in person, she was still packing. She looked at me, stunned. "You? What are you doing here?" I smiled and said, "Just checking out one of my investments." She turned pale. "Don't worry, I didn't rub it in." But I did ask the team to make her former garden the site of our new employee Zen space. Some seeds take time to grow. Some just need Karen's tears to water them. If you enjoyed watching Karma Bloom, be sure to like this video and subscribe to HOA Nightmares for more stories where the underdog always wins.